Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or more commonly known as CSGO, is a competitive shooter that came out in 2012, although its history goes back all the way to 1998. Originally a mod for Half-Life, known as Counter-Strike, it wrote off the back of the Half-Life engine produced by Valve. But in 2004, Valve released a new engine called Source that would change the way the bot's AI works. CSGO still uses this Source engine today. The bots use a finite state machine to interact with the world. Very simple sequential logic as shown on screen. It doesn't use any neural networks like AIs do today. These bots do have a memory system, having a short-term memory for 3 seconds and long-term memory for 10 seconds. They will also remember if they're in a fight, whether they got shot at or if they did shoot, for 0.7 seconds. Based on in-game testing, it seems that the sight has priority over hearing. The bots will remember if they see or hear an enemy. They can see an enemy from up to 1,500 units away, or hear an enemy up to 3,000 units away. So if the bot sees an enemy A long, but then gets shot at from mid, it will focus on attacking the person who shot him, but it will still remember that it saw someone long and go investigate. The way the bots move around the map is they use a thing called a nav mesh.
Wait, nav? Like a brown boy from the Ricks?
Which is made for every single map. Source automatically generates them, but you can edit them manually. These will tell the bots where to hide, where enemies can come from, the best sniping spots, and mainly just how to navigate around the areas, such as jumping over ledges and climbing upstairs. I used a set of commands in game to test the bots on a map called Mirage. In 2019, there was an update for the bots, because a new game mode called Guardian came out which put the player up against bots. The bots had to become smarter. They learned different lineups on different maps, as well as using guns differently. Before this update, the bots would use the guns the exact same way, using a shotgun the same way they would use an AK. But now the AI knows which gun it's holding based on this code. The way these bots or AI are made, they incorporate difficulty. So each bot has a different difficulty level, going from easy all the way up to elite. The part I found interesting was that the elite bots have a faster reaction time than most humans, whereas the easiest bots have the reaction time of a snail. The way the bots move are impressive to some, but boring to others. Here are a few of my friends' reactions.
Whoa, he walked up them! Bro, that's wild. That's actually a stair model, not like...
My brother ain't Christ. What would it be?
2 separate boxes? Look at him clearing his corners better than Mike ever has.
Poor little guy's lost.
I find Valve's solution very impressive, using the finite state machine to figure out what the bot will do, as well as being able to execute pre-programmed scripts such as throwing smokes, shown here.
Deploying smoke shield.
This flowchart isn't all-inclusive, but gives a pretty good example of what goes on in a bot's head. This AI is built on code from over 2 decades ago, and with Source 2 coming out around the corner, I'm excited to see how they'll handle bots next.